Hi guys, so I've been on this mission to simplify and declutter my home pretty much all year. And the first project that I tackled was my closet. It was so hard. I took 3 days off of work and I took my closet from just an absolute embarrassing disaster to just organized and decluttered and with only the things that I need in it. And it felt so good when I did that. I felt so accomplished for that it just motivated me to want to continue on. To see that video, you can click the eye in the upper right hand corner of the screen. So lately I've been trying to keep my kitchen counters clutter free. I attacked all the paper monsters that come in the middle of the night and just make all these piles of paper everywhere. I've been attacking those. I went through my kids' shoes. My husband did his closet. I've been going to Goodwill non-stop. Okay, y'all? But now it was time for me to attack my office, and I was really nervous to do this. This was probably the hardest thing that I've had to ever organize or declutter, because it was just so much stuff, so many little decisions that I had to make. And for those that don't know, I do suffer from decision fatigue. And what decision fatigue is basically where your brain just gets tired of making decisions and it completely drains you of your energy. Your decision making power deteriorates over time throughout the day. So by the end of the day, I make so many decisions at work. I am a full-time working mom. I work outside of the home. I'm just tired. I don't want to make any more decisions, even if it's just like one little piece of paper. So there were so many things that I had to decide about, like whether to keep it, whether to recycle it, whether to trash it, whether to donate it. And if I kept it, where do I put it? Like all this stuff in my office. And I had to attack the space because this is where the girls learn and I teach them. And when I work from home, I work here. I do all of my business stuff here, all my editing and YouTube stuff in here. And it was starting to be where none of us wanted to be in here. And I really needed this space to be functional. So you know what? I rolled my sleeves up. I put my big girl panties on and I got to work. So since this was such an overwhelming project for me, to start out, what I was doing was just deciding whether I need to throw it away or keep it. And if I decided to keep it, I was trying to keep it in somewhat of an organized pile. You'll see later on in the video that I'll just go through that pile step by step. If you need to declutter a completely overwhelming space like I had, my best advice to you would be to break it up into little pieces. Me going into this, I just thought I was going to be able to just finish this whole thing in one day, but I actually filmed this video over 2 days. It was just so draining for me. So I would suggest that you just take little pieces and set your timer, whatever your limit is. Maybe it's 15 minutes, maybe it's an hour. Do what you can in your limit and then break it up, over a couple of days or over even a couple of weeks. If I could do this over again, I would probably just do one little part of my desk and then do another little part the next day. But because I am an overachiever, I just thought I could do it all. And you'll see later on the video that I literally started having a breakdown. So my goal was to get everything off of my desk. I was tired of it being just like a dumping zone. So I wanted to get everything off of my desk and literally clean it, do a deep cleaning on my desk and wipe it down and take everything out of the drawers. And I wanted to remove that printer because we got a new printer and I hated it being there because I just felt so cluttered and claustrophobic with it there. So once I removed that and was able to clean it out, it just gave me this surge of energy and I just continued to push through. But trust me, at this point, I was totally ready to give up.
I mean, this is ridiculous, right? I mean, how many pens and pencils do you need?
So I really didn't want to go out and buy anything for this project because I really wanted to focus on decluttering. I didn't want to go out and buy stuff and then it just sit there. So I found these Dollar Tree organizers that I had on hand and I just looked all over my home and that's what I used to organize my drawers with. Ta-da! At least I got one thing organized. I got my pens in one, my Sharpies in one, mismatched stuff, like my extra command hooks, a pencil sharpener, clips, and pins. And then I have all of my Post-it notes. I have my stapler back here and then my whiteout and some headphones and a pencil sharpener. Okay, now on to the second drawer. So at this point, y'all, I was on the brink of tears. I just felt like we weren't making any progress, or at least I wasn't making any progress, and the room was still a complete mess, and I still had all these decisions to make. So hubby came through and motivated me more by helping me go through all this paperwork and just trying to help make some of the decisions. I want to quit so bad, y'all. Oh my gosh, I want to quit. I want to quit so bad. Look at this. I just don't even know what to do. So seriously, guys, if you get to this point where you're just so overwhelmed, because I know I was, because I just felt like at this point I had been in here for at least 4 hours and I felt like I just wasn't getting anywhere. But I had to tell myself to stop looking at the entire room and just focus it on sections. So I focused on this bookshelf that I had here, just clearing everything out and just going through everything one by one. Just don't look at the bigger picture. Just look at what your little targeted goal is for the certain amount of time. So I just focused on this bookshelf until that was completely done, and then I'll deal with everything else that I have to make decisions about later.
sunlight, but I'm getting there. There's my donate pile, including the printer, because I need to get HP Instant Ink.
Whenever I get overwhelmed, I'll open up my Bible to a random page, read a couple of scriptures, and it seriously just calms me down. I always call upon the Lord to help get me through certain projects.
This is how much trash was in my office. A lot of them are like empty boxes and stuff that I'm gonna break down and put in the recycle bin, and just crap that just doesn't work anymore. Lots of old Play-Doh, so really happy. And this is a large industrial size bag. Look at that.
As a reminder, y'all, this is what it looked like before. Just stuff everywhere, jam-packed on every shelf, all in the bookcase, all on my desk. That huge printer that was like an eyesore. There was stuff all over the floor. It was just a hot, funky mess. And now it looks like this.
Oh, it looks so much better. Just to have all that space up there cleared off and have just like an organized workspace. I mean, it's not perfect. I decided to keep this lamp because I need a lamp over here because all the lamps are on the other side of the room. I just have to get a lampshade for it. This lamp actually does work, and I do plan on plugging it in. But to have all this space here, I went through my drawers. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. And this is the biggest time saver for me. Now, when they come home with anything, I have a place for it instead of just letting the paper accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. My husband and I are having a system for our bills so that they don't just pile up and then I'm scrambling trying to find them to pay them. This box is learning stuff that I'm currently using, some toys and things like that that I'm going to be putting in rotation in these work boxes here. I've showed this before. I mean, like I said, it's not pin worthy, but now everything has a place. Everything has a place, and I'm just really happy. I'm really, really happy with it. So I got to tell you guys, this was the hardest decluttering project that I've ever had to do because it was just so many pieces, like so much paper, so many like little random things that I had to find a place for everything. But we got rid of so much. Here's our trash bag of stuff that we got rid of. That's actual trash, like empty boxes and crap that you keep all the time. And then we're donating all of this, so it's like 2 huge industrial sized garbage bag fulls of stuff to just the weight is just lifted off of me. I'm so happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you can tap my picture on the screen, and you can also check out my previous video right next to it, and all of my social media platforms all listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.